Well, today we're here with a really critical part of Kenton County government, and that is 911 emergency communications. Ashley Hawks is our director, so Ashley, thanks for taking a few seconds here. Yeah. So we're here with a team of emergency communication telecommunicators, and who really are the backbone of when we all call 911. Who are at the other end of that phone call. And this team here for Kenton County, you've now been leading for a couple of years now, but just amazing the work that's been done every day, right?
Yes.
So talk a little bit about the number of calls this Kenton County team takes on an annual basis.
Sure. So last year, our incoming phone calls were 204,000, and that is separate from the 318,000 calls for service that we dispatch fire and EMS to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's multiple departments, right? So in Kenton County, how many different police, fire, and other teams do you actually dispatch for?
So we dispatch for 29 police and fire departments combined, as well as 5 additional teams outside of what we would normally dispatch for, such as probation and parole, the coroner's office, the drug strike force, and the U.S. Marshals.
So would it be an overstatement to say your team probably handles more independent agencies than anybody in the Commonwealth?
I would say that it would be very close, if not the top.
Unbelievable. So really, in the 3-county Northern Kentucky part, you handle more calls than anyone.
Correct.
And how does that compare to the region of Greater Cincinnati?
We actually are the 4th busiest dispatch center in the tri-state area as far as incoming 911 calls go.
Amazing. So the team here who, when we all call 911, some emergency comes up, you're picking up that phone call, deciding whether or not it's going to go to a police, fire, whatever, the ambulance, right? So all those entities are dispatched from this team.
Right.
Amazing. So how much training typically does someone who's doing this go through before they're put on the floor?
Depending upon their previous training, it's anywhere from 9 to 12 months.
And that actually is done here, or do you go to other locations, et cetera?
All but 4 weeks of that is here. We do have a state-mandated 4-week training program that they're required to attend at Eastern Kentucky University through the Department of Criminal Justice Training.
And as a telecommunicator, this group, obviously, tough job, but they are supporting each other, and you're always looking for great candidates to add to the team as well?
Absolutely, yes.
And so, Ashley, you've been a telecommunicator. You step in and do that when necessary with the team. Are there any insights you have you would love to have people know that when they're calling 911, how to be aware of?
Yes, I think one of the most common misconceptions about our job is that we automatically know where everyone is. Different TV shows have kind of given the impression to the public that 911 telecommunicators immediately know your location, and that is the majority of the time not the case. So it's very important to be aware of your surroundings at all times and be able to, in the event of emergency, tell your 911 dispatcher where you are.
It's a great takeaway. So if I'm driving down the highway, and most calls are now probably coming in by cell phones, correct?
Correct.
So I should just be aware so that I can give as much information as possible.
Absolutely.
And not assume that someone's sitting there with a camera right over top of me.
Right.
Any other key things you wish that people would be aware of?
I think that it's very important to remember that your 911 telecommunicators are the central hub for all of our public emergency safety services in Kenton County and Northern Kentucky, and that there's a common misconception also that your dispatchers are only doing one task, and they're very, very good multitaskers, that they're doing multiple things at one time.
And realizing if the weather's bad, or if you've got tragedy, an accident, really that multiple calls and handling each one of those instances, and God forbid somebody's got a health emergency and you're walking through somebody with CPR
Correct.
Or births or whatever, they're on that list, this team is ready to handle it calmly. And so, Ashley, if we were trying to get information in terms of being aware of emergencies, communicate back to us, how can we best do that?
So Kenton County is proudly part of a software service that we have that we provide to the citizens of the county called Smart 911. Mm-hmm. And what that does is it enables the citizens to go in and create a Smart 911 profile. And through that profile, you're able to go in and put any information in about the people who live in your home, the floor plans of your home, a description of your home, any medical conditions that you may have, any medical equipment that may be located in your residence that would assist first responders in an emergency, so such as an AED for when first responders arrive. locations of your medications should you be incapacitated to the point they are unable to express that to the responders when they get there. You can also add information of your vehicles in case you're traveling. And one of the great things about a Smart 911 profile is that it travels with you no matter where you go. So we as a community, Boone, Kenton, and Campbell all participate in this program.
That's fantastic.
So if you are commuting to and from work and you're in your vehicle, all of that information goes with you wherever you call 911. And there are numerous emergency communication centers in the United States that utilize this software so that wherever you are when you call, all of that information is immediately provided to the first responders that answer the phone.
And how do I get in there to get that information in?
Anyone can go in. It's a free profile, and you sign up at smart911.com, and it will walk you through how to create a profile and add all of the information that you wish to add to your profile.
As a community, we say thank you, but also, where would we be without this informed and trained team that kind of backs up public safety? Thanks.
Thank you.